typical mistake of not stopping at the right time and now going through old towns, trying to look for something to eat. Hello everybody, this is Imran Jamil once again on a random trip to Canada with my son. He had a couple of days off from school, and it's been a while since we traveled together, especially by road. In the household, we are the only two ones who like to travel by road, so we were like, okay, it's about a good 8 hours drive where we are going. It's a beautiful day overall. I just hope it doesn't rain. So far so good. It's drizzling a little. Temperature is not bad either. We'll see if we can get anything coverage worthy, because I've already done Canada trips before. Otherwise, just wanted to touch base with everybody. It's been a while since I've been making videos. I've been really tied up and busy and out of it completely, because sometimes in life you get so tied up that by the time you're done, your energy level, your overall motivation, your overall thought process is just not there. So right now this is a good point where I wanted to just touch base on some of the aspects that we've talked about in relation to managing stress, motivation, and somewhat happiness. And I kid you not, the past few months, what I've gone through, I discovered a lot of aspects about my own personality. Like, I used to think that I just have a very high threshold, which I do, for, keep going, not getting bogged down by the stresses or situations, and just overall hustle bustle. I felt that there was a breaking point. That is one of the main reasons why I have not been even feeling like making any content and making any videos for the channel. However, now I'm trying to get back, and it is going back to the basics again, back to the framework. What I'm trying to do, I'm not out of it yet, but what I'm doing is what I was preaching, that look, you got to go back to the basics, continue to do that. Unfortunately, things go up and down, and life just doesn't stay stagnant. So this is the time for me personally to start going back to the basics of that framework that I had shared in my happiness a dilemma, where I compared reality versus expectations. And honestly speaking, overall life is just a very beautiful thing, but the rigors of life sometimes require so much patience that most of us just don't have. But what can you do? You cannot accept what's in your hand. And what's in my hand, what keeps me alive, is keep doing the stuff that I like to do. So this trip I'm going to use, especially I have my son with me, luckily, and I really have the best time traveling when I'm with my family overall, but especially with my children, my sons and my daughter as well. Him and I have common interests. We can enjoy everything that I like to do together just as much, without worrying about that if the other person is going to get annoyed. So I'm going to use that opportunity and just relax. And then I'm planning another trip for the content, basically. I'm planning to take my motorcycle on the trailer. Most likely I'll take the R1300 GS and take a long trip, because I have a few things to take care of in Texas, both in Houston and Dallas. I have the riding groups that I'm associated with, and those are much more active groups. I haven't even been riding at all. In the past 2 months or so, or maybe three or 4 months, I think I've only gone once. That's not me. So this is where I need to get back, because it starts affecting my overall behavior, my overall personality, and the differences that we have in relations, whether it's differences at workplace, they just start taking a toll. And a lot of people, if they get stuck in that mold, it just becomes more and more difficult to get out of it. So that's the whole purpose of this particular segment of the video that I'm making, that rediscovering myself is required now. And rediscovering doesn't mean that I don't know myself, but there are aspects of everybody's personality that don't come out unless you're in a very, very challenging situation. You either do really well, sometimes you do really bad. The reasons are going to be there to piss you off, to drive you to the limit, and to just make sure that your patience is tested to its fullest potential. And that's where we need to start working on ourselves, because if it's related to other people who are making it difficult for you, chances are those people are not going to change, whether they're closer to you or further to you. But if you're dealing with them, you don't. Either you take yourself out of that situation, sometimes temporarily, sometimes permanently, or continue to do the stuff that keeps you going and recharge every day, recharge every time. When everything gets mixed up, like you have the most stressful time at work, you have the most stressful time health-wise, you have the most stressful time family-wise, it's just all at once very hard to handle. The funny thing is, not all people have the same solutions that work for them. And this is where the challenge is, that if you are the type of person like me who likes to just do things differently and travel, ride, whatever, take time off and then come back, then you would understand if you're a person like me. But if you're not, then it's very difficult to understand that why would you do that. That's something for each individual to discover, that what works for them. This works for me, and that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, hopefully we'll continue to engage, and I'm going to start talking about other stuff on my channel. Lately my focus has been solely on motorcycles, vlogs, and cars. We can still do that. I'm going to continue to do that, but right now I've been out of it. I just didn't feel like doing anything, and that's why I didn't put any videos. And when I don't engage with the audience that I have developed now, that is also a source of relaxation for me. Most of you are great. I still get most inquiries on other social media platforms than the comments in the videos. So I would like to encourage you guys that please ask any questions, suggestions, because we can just continue to do things that interest all of us, and just provide some moments of either entertainment, information, knowledge, because I do want to concentrate on knowledge sharing as much as possible about different aspects. And that's what I'm going to continue to do with some additions. Look at that view again. The clouds are all over the place, they're even going through the houses just because of the elevation, obviously. Typical mistake of not stopping at the right time and now going through old towns, trying to look for something to eat, and apparently it's taking us to a Burger King off the way 3.5 miles, and we wasted like 20 minutes just to get through 3 miles.
Turn left onto East Penn Street.
Hopefully the Burger King will be open. Post town at 8:36
Continue for half a mile.
p.m. Here is the Burger King. Now let's see if it is open. That's another story. If it's not, we're just gonna head on, because we've already wasted over half an hour. And the restaurant is for sure closed. Let's see if the drive-through is open.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Yeah, they're
would you
open.
like to try an original?
Finally, we got the food. We wasted 45 minutes, but can't complain. We got what we wanted. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And we'll touch base again. Take care.